What we're testing today is we're testing something called Flexshooter Mini MIS 326. I'm used to using this gimbal, right? And this gimbal has served me kind of well, but I do usually video shooting, and usually I use a 200 to 600, and there is a lot of panning and movement. Sometimes you try to capture birds or other types of animals. What has bothered me a lot is that you don't have this sort of horizontal adjustment. Like if your horizon is a little bit off, then you have to adjust your tripod. That's kind of annoying. The other major thing, the difference, is the smoothness. So I was actually going to get a video head because I've seen some really good ones. They are, like, for video, they are smoother than a gimbal. I think more photographers use these, and I tend to not do so much photo. I tend to do more video. They work for video too. It's just that it's harder to sort of pan and like do smooth movement, because you get this sort of effect that when you start moving it in some direction, you get a little jank, like you don't start smooth. It kind of wobbles like in the beginning. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I noticed on this tripod, which might actually be too small for the 200 600, or like not heavy enough. That's another problem, right? But on this specific tripod, which is a Gitzo Traveler GT 2545T, when I have this gimbal on, create some kind of weird vibrations, and I think it has to do with this. Like, I'm not exactly sure. They sort of walk throughout the entire tripod, and like it augments them somehow. So again, a gimbal is probably more for photography than for video. Definitely in terms of movement and things like this. Here it says lens direction, and then this is the quick lock. So you put the lens, it's Arca Swiss, you quick lock it, and then you can adjust the strength here, and here you adjust everything. I'll show you in a second. And you pull it out, and then you can go back or forth. So we go back a little bit, tighten it, and you can see it wants to fall back here. So it's actually the wrong direction, so we have to push it forward like so, tighten it, try again. Doesn't move. Completely balanced, right? It works similar to a gimbal in the sense that you have this couple of different adjustments. So this guy, it basically adjusts. It's like a ball head, like a traditional ball head. So you can set the horizon, you can do all that stuff. I grab onto my camera so it doesn't fall, and I can adjust it. You see, I can adjust it a lot here, and it's super easy to set the horizon. So I set the horizon, and actually in this case I just care about the horizon here on the camera, right? I don't have to actually check the spirit level even. I don't have to adjust the tripod to set the horizon anymore. That is awesome. And then this silver one is the one that you use for panning and tilting back and forth and up and down and stuff like this. You have more precise control over the strength here. And it's just really smooth. The other thing I do like is the quick lock. On the gimbal you have a screw here for the Arca Swiss. Here you just have a quick lock, and boom, there you go. So basically the best of both worlds. It's better or equal than a gimbal in the sense that you can pan and stuff. Also functions as a ball head in some sense. So I'm gonna use this for a while and then do like a long-term review of it, and we'll see how it works with actual real wildlife and things like this. Yeah, so that is the Flexshooter. there's a lake on the other side of this grass, so they lift off and they come here, so I can practice the panning with the flex shooter, which is just really phenomenal.